Today's Namaste Yoga is about gratitude and spirituality. Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa West, and welcome to Namaste Yoga. I almost said Living Your Yoga. We filmed a lot of blog posts this past week, and actually, so you can subscribe to my Living Your Yoga channel. We put out 2 blog posts a week where we answer your questions about stress and anxiety and flexibility and any questions that you have about yoga. So those are coming out this week. We have one coming out. We put out today. Well, a couple of days ago now that you'll receive this one, about the beginner yoga classes and the order to do them in. So lots of great things on that channel too. If you'd like to subscribe to that channel, you can search on YouTube for Living Your Yoga, or you can subscribe on our website at melissawest.com on my newsletter, and then you can get it delivered right to your inbox as well. So I want to thank Squeezed Yoga Clothing for my clothes. Today I'm wearing a long sleeve moss bamboo top that says yoga makes everything better. And I'm wearing capri leggings with the goddess symbol on it. And they're gray. And I'm going to sit cross-legged now. We are at Government House and behind a beautiful rose garden. And we actually saw the Lieutenant Governor leaving as we drove in today. So that was kind of fun. And thanks to Dusky Leaf for my props. Today you're going to need your mat, either blocks or a bolster. I actually forgot to bring my bolster, I realized as I came out. But I'm going to show you how you can use a block instead of a bolster today for what we're doing as well. And you're going to need a yoga strap. And we're going to be doing sun salutations today. I'm going to show you step by step, pose by pose, how to do sun salutations today. And we're going to do them in a really beautiful way that links gratitude and spirituality, because they were originally a prayer, a prostration. So we're going to talk about that today too. You're going to want to clear some space because we're going to be doing sun salutations in 4 directions, like the Native American, or here we say First Nations, here in Canada we say First Nations medicine wheel. So that's going to be really beautiful. We're going to go in all 4 directions. And I have a really beautiful testimonial from SpeakPipe from Cindy this morning to begin.
Tim and Melissa, I just want to say thank you so much for the Namaste Yoga classes. I look forward to my free class every Friday. And at some point, I hope to be a regular subscriber once I get my new work schedule down. But for right now, I'm receiving so much benefit, and I feel like I'm really a great part of a vibrant yoga community. So keep up the good work, keep on being real with those wonderful outdoor filming sessions, and I'm pleased to be able to say that more abundance is coming into my life, and so I'm very happy at this time to at least be able to make a small donation to the good work you're doing. Namaste to all beautiful yogis. Sat Nam.
Thank you so much, Cindy, for your lovely testimonial. We appreciate you so much taking the time to leave the testimonial on our website on SpeakPipe, and also for your donation. And we look forward to welcoming you into our membership community. So you can leave your testimonials on our website at melissawest.com, and we have a little SpeakPipe thing where you can leave a little voice recording there, or you can leave them on YouTube or Facebook or iTunes. You can leave an iTunes review, which is great if you watch on an iPad or iPhone or Apple TV. Yeah, that was what I was thinking about. Okay, so we did a blog post recently that I'll put in the show notes about a year ago about some of the things that are challenging about sun salutations, particularly the walkthrough. So I'll link to that in the show notes. Not only are tight hips a limitation, but also tight hamstrings. So I would recommend, if you are a member, to do the hamstring rescue class from our postures and pranayama section before doing this class. It'll just make it a lot easier for you. And let's get started. So I'm going to get you to lie down on your back to begin, and we're going to do some breath awareness. And I actually borrowed this directly from Michelle's beautiful meditation reflection on our meditation group this week on our membership site. So I thought it was really beautiful. She did a whole meditation around gratitude this week, and I just borrowed directly from hers. So as you lie down on your back, take a deep breath in through your nose and let it fall out of your mouth as a way to transition into your yoga experience now. And then begin to breathe in and out through your nose. And you may even notice, just by bringing your awareness to breath will help to relieve your anxiety and stress a little bit. So as you bring your awareness to your breath, it can be a way to be mindful that all living beings on the earth, human and beings other than human beings, are sustained by the same breath of life that you breathe. You are all related, and you are all interconnected. You are all interconnected with this sense of unity of all life. And through your breath, you connect with the whole earth and the whole universe. So as you breathe in and out through your nose, sense this interconnectedness. Notice what it feels like to bring awareness to your breath as it comes into your body. And take a moment to express gratitude for the nourishment that it brings to all the trillions of cells in your body. And as you breathe out, notice what it feels like to give thanks to all the breath that is releasing the toxins and tension from your being. And then you can stay lying down on your back, and we're going to begin to move now. So I'm going to lie down with you now. And if you have any back issues, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Otherwise, you can have your legs out long. And you're going to start by drawing your right knee into your chest. If you have any knee issues, hold on behind your knee. If you don't have any back issues, you can lengthen your left leg out long. So we're going to start here just by doing a little bit of knee circles here to release and mobilize your hip joint, really, mostly, to help to make those walkthroughs a little more easy in sun salutations. And as you do this, you can give thanks for the miracle of walking, something we all do all day long, the way your legs fluidly move underneath you and carry you around all day long. And then circle your leg in the other direction. And then lengthen your leg straight out, long or bent if you have back problems. And just take a moment here to feel the difference between your two sides. And then bend your left leg in, again holding on behind your knee if you have any knee issues. Your right leg will be bent if you have any low back issues. And then you're going to circle here. So this circling of your knee, or so you're actually circling the top of your leg bone in your hip joint, your femur bone, is really good if you have arthritis. It creates synovial fluid in your joint, so it lubricates your joint. So it's great if you have arthritis too. And then go the other way. And then lengthen your leg out long and just feel the evenness from side to side. Okay, so here we're going to do the pose that if you have a bolster, you're going to use your bolster, but that's what I forgot. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a block. What you're going to do is bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, and then you're going to press into your feet and place the block underneath your pelvis. And what you're going to, or if you have the bolster, you're going to place the bolster underneath your pelvis. And then what you're going to do is bend your right leg in, hold on to the bottom of your foot so that you're drawing your knee towards your right armpit. And if you can't reach, then what you can do is use your strap and put it around the ball of your foot. Okay, so there's a good modification. Then you're going to lengthen your left leg out long. So this is a great stretch for the front of your left hip and also for your psoas, which is great if you have sciatica or any low back issues. And it's going to help to prepare you for your lunge in the sun salutations. And then you can release your right leg down. And this time you're going to lengthen your right leg long over your bolster or your block. And then you're going to draw your left leg in, and you can hold on to your foot with your hands and draw your left knee towards your armpit. Or if you can't reach, you can use your strap around the ball of your foot. So this is also a great stretch, as I mentioned, for your psoas, which runs along the front of your hip and up all the way up to the front of your spine. So because we sit in chairs all day long, this muscle gets really shortened in a C curve, and so it's a really great counterpose to sitting all day long at your desk or in chairs or at your computers or driving. So one of the things that happens because that muscle shortens is it makes it really hard for you to get a good deep breath in. It also, because that muscle runs along your spine, tends to create a lot of anxiety and stress. So by lengthening this muscle, you help to relieve anxiety and stress as well. We have a whole class on this in our membership site called the Intelligent Core class. People love it. It's very well watched, actually, and practiced. And then you can release this leg down, bend your knees, press into your feet, lift that block out of the way. Hang on to your strap because you're going to need it for the next posture. We're going to do hand to big toe pose. So you're going to take your strap and you're going to place it around the ball of the foot. And you're going to draw your leg up. And if you have low back pain, you're going to keep your left leg bent. This is going to stretch out all the muscles along the backs of your legs, your hamstrings and your calf muscles. It's also going to make it easier for you to do the walkthrough in the sun salutations. It's going to help with some low back pain, some back pain as well. And then you're going to release your right leg down. If you don't have any low back issues, you can have your right leg straight out and place the strap around the ball of your left foot. Lengthen your leg straight up to stretch at the back of your left leg. If you have any low back issues, keep your right knee bent. This is also beneficial if you have arthritis in your hip and your knee. And then release your left leg down. And you're going to roll over onto your stomach now. So on your stomach, just spend a couple of minutes rocking your pelvis from side to side to help to release your low back. So this is another pose that is going to be great to counter sitting all day and that C curve that happens in your spine from sitting all day. So just rock your pelvis from side to side to release your low back a little bit. And press your pelvis into the ground. Reach your sit bones down towards your heels. You can even tuck your right toes under and then reach out through your heel, lift your knee to lengthen through your low back. Do the same thing on your left foot. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee, reach out through your heel. That'll lengthen your low back a little bit. Your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Reach back through your elbows, and then you're going to inhale, just gently lift up through your spine. And it doesn't have to be a big lift, we're just warming up your spine, and then you're going to exhale, lower down. This helps to increase the flexibility of your spine. Inhale, lift up. It elevates your mood. It relieves stress and fatigue. It helps to improve the circulation of blood and oxygen, especially through your spine. So that's how it helps to increase the flexibility of your spine. And we'll do one more like that, just nice and easy here. And then you're going to push up onto all fours and draw your knees up underneath you and sit back onto your heels for child's pose, just to stretch out your low back. And if this doesn't work for your knees, you can always lie on your back and hug your knees into your chest instead. And then you're going to inhale and roll up through your spine. And we're going to do lunge pose now. So we're going pose by pose, step by step through a lot of the poses that are in sun salutation. And if we're not right now, we're doing poses to prepare you for the poses that are in sun salutation. So you're going to come up to stand on your knees and then walk your left leg through and take your hands on either side of your left foot. And if you can't reach, you could always use your blocks on either side of your left foot. So this pose is great to improve your balance, your concentration, which is great for focus, and also your core awareness. So this pose is a pose that you'll be coming into several times in sun salutation as well. Anjaneyasana. And then you can shift back and switch sides so that you walk your right leg through, so that you're opening up the front of your left hip now. So this is another great pose to counter all the sitting that we do in our culture, because so this is what your hips usually look like when you're sitting. They're in that flexed position. So they really shorten up. And then when you come into this position, it really opens them up and stretches them out. So it improves the flexibility of this is actually your psoas muscle here, but we call them hip flexors a lot of the time. It's kind of the layman's term for the front of your hip there. So breathe right down into the front of your hips. And then you can go ahead and release that. And you can put your blocks off to the side. I was thinking about, we're going to do Chaturanga Dandasana, the tricep push-ups now. I was thinking about how in the block class we actually use the blocks for that, but it was pretty hard, so I'm maybe not going to make you do that today. Okay, this pose is in the sun salutations, and it's great because it builds strength in your upper body. So that's a question that I get a lot about, what yoga poses can I use to build strength in my upper body, and this is a really good one. So take your hands straight out in front of you, and you're going to inhale. We're going to set it up first, because when I see students doing this, what often happens is arms come out to the side, and what needs to happen is elbows need to come straight back. So do that. Inhale, you start here. Inhale, your arm's going to come straight back. Exhale, you're going to press. Inhale, your arms are going to come straight back, so your elbows are going to come straight alongside your body, and you're going to exhale, press. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, press. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, press. So see how your body can actually make this movement? So all we're going to do is tip this shape now forward. Because now you see that's how the movement your arms need to make. So you're going to come up onto all fours. And this is great to increase your strength and flexibility in your wrists too. So our wrists get a really hard time because we spend a lot of time on keyboards and texting and on our cell phones. So this is great to build strength and flexibility in our wrists. So you're going to inhale, elbows straight back, and then exhale and press up. Inhale, elbows straight back. Exhale, press up. Inhale, elbows straight back. Exhale, press up. And one more. Good job. And then you're going to sit back onto your heels. So it builds muscles in your arms and your shoulders and your back, and it lengthens and tones your core muscles. And it strengthens your arms and your shoulders. So another question that we sometimes get as yoga teachers is about how to get rid of that wavy muscle when you wave. So you do these, you'll get rid of that wavy muscle when you wave. So don't tell me you hate doing these, because you'll like the results. Okay, so you're going to roll up to your spine, and you're going to come to a comfortable seated position. That might be sitting on a meditation cushion, sitting on a block, or sitting in a chair, whichever is best for you today. You might even want to sit with your back against the wall. Whatever kind of support your body needs today, listen to your own body. We're going to sit in Sukhasana, easy pose. And we're going to do Dharm Chakra Mudra, which is a beautiful mudra. The way it works is you join the tips of your thumb and index fingers together. And then you put your hands in front of your heart. You touch the tip of your left middle finger to the tip of your right. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay. Are you still rolling? Okay. I figured it out. Touch the tip of your left middle finger. I'm pretty sure it's the fourth finger. I think I wrote that wrong. You touch the tip of your left fourth finger to your right thumb. And then your left hand faces your body and your right palm faces away from your body. So you touch your left finger to your thumb, your left hand faces your body, your right hand faces away from your body. So this was supposed to be simpler because it's basically the Gyan Mudra. Your ring finger touches your Gyan Mudra on the other hand. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to sit like this with your eyes closed. So sink down through your sit bones. Bring your shoulders back over your hips and your ears back over your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your mouth. And allow yourself to come into a receptive state to receive the teachings for today. You're going to hold this mudra. I'm going to give you the teachings. The benefit of this mudra is that it's going to open your chest. It's going to facilitate deep breathing. It benefits your heart and your lungs. And it balances the inner and outer aspects of life. Both the spiritual and the worldly, which serves as a window through which you can directly touch the inherent unity behind the veil of duality. So I thought it was a great mudra for gratitude and spirituality. Robert Emmons says that modern research shows that people who describe themselves as either religious or spiritual are more grateful than those who describe themselves as neither. There is a fundamental spiritual quality to gratitude. The language of blessings, gifts, and thankfulness and gratitude infuse most spiritual traditions, and the yoga tradition is no exception to this. Gratitude sets up a relationship to the divine source from which all good comes. Choosing to live in a space of recognition repositions you in a more sacred space of humility, awe, and recognition of how blessed you are to learn, grow, love, create, share, and help others. The response to mindful recognition of all the good in your life can be a sense of humility, wonder, a desire to give thanks, and an acknowledgement of the generosity of a higher power. Rituals are a powerful way to set aside time to cultivate gratitude. They are a way to create a ceremony of remembering to give thanks. They're a way to wake up, to be open, and to cultivate gratitude. In yoga, we do a ritual called sun salutations or surya namaskar. Shiva Ray reminds us that surya means sun and namaskar means to bow. Sun salutations are ultimately a prayer of gratitude. When practiced with devotion and thanksgiving, we can offer our loving gratitude to the sun. All of life on earth depends on the sun, says Shiva Ray. Contemplating the vitality you receive from the elements allows you to go deeper. It allows you to go to a deeper level of participation with the movements of the sequence. Originally, Surya Namaskar was not even a sequence of postures, but a mantra that was recited at sunrise. The practice included 132 passages and took more than an hour to recite. After each passage, the practitioner would perform a full prostration, lying their body face down on the ground in the direction of the sun to express their devotion. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen a film footage of what this looked like, but I have. In my teacher training, they showed it to us. So maybe just open your eyes for a minute and I'll show it to you. Because it looked like this. They would sit and do their chanting, something like this, and then they would do this. And get back up to do their chanting. So that's what it meant by full prostration. Okay, you can go back to closing your eyes now and receiving the teachings. So you can kind of see how the sun salutations are that bowing. When we practice sun salutations, we can see them as a prayer of gratitude and devotion as well. Christopher Key Chappell, a professor of Indic and comparative theology at Loyola Marymount University, suggests that our expansion up towards the sky and then bowing down to the ground allows us to honor heaven, earth, and all of life in between that is nourished by our breath cycle. When we bring our hands together at our heart, we can acknowledge our body forming the center point between heaven and earth in our sun salutations. Today we will expand on the ritualistic aspect of sun salutations by practicing them facing in each direction. We're going to go east, north, west, and south. East is where the sun rises, as the source of life itself. When you do your sun salutations to the east, you can be grateful for light and inspiration. You can be grateful for beginnings and for the motivation to awaken and get moving. West is where the sun sets. When you do your sun salutations to the west, you can be grateful for rest, letting go, and replenishment so that you can start your day refreshed. North is the location of the polar star, which symbolizes stability. When you do your sun salutations to the north, you can be grateful for direction in your life, strong convictions, protection, and for the grace of God to pull you in the right direction in your life. Finally, south is the direction associated with death and complete endings. Many people are afraid of the death archetype. However, in the Hindu tradition, we are more familiar with it. Shiv and Kali have many stories to teach us about the death archetype and the cycles of death and rebirth. Endings make space for new beginnings in your life. And when you do your sun salutations to the south, you can be grateful for endings that are clearing you out for space, to make space for the new for you. Here in North America, offering gratitude in the 4 directions is associated with the medicine wheel and our First Nations people. The medicine wheel has become a major symbol of peaceful interaction among all living beings on Mother Earth, representing harmonious connections. The medicine wheel teachings are about walking the earth in a peaceful and good way. They assist in helping to seek healthy minds in the east, strong inner spirits in the south, inner peace in the west, and strong, healthy bodies in the north. So in our membership community, we have yoga buddies, and my yoga buddy is a Native American in California, and she's also a colleague and a yoga teacher there. So she taught me about the 4 directions, and she was kind enough to teach. I had a lot of help with this class, I have to say, and next week's class as well. So she taught me that, and these are her words, the 4 directions are the cornerstone of our spiritual traditions and beliefs. It differs from people to people. Praying to the 4 directions and honoring each direction and the elements, the spirits, the ancestors, and other qualities that emerge from that direction is where we receive our healing, as well as how we find and maintain balance. Balance in our mind, our body, our heart, emotions, and spirit, and an interdependence with fire, stone, which symbolizes earth, air, and water, and with the 4 seasons, and with the generations, child, youth, adult, and elder. In order to live a happy life, we focus on nurturing our mind, body, heart, and spirit with all our relations that come for the 4 directions. Okay, I have more, but I feel like I'm going on for a long time, so I'll leave it to this show notes. You can look into it. If you want to read more, you can go to my show notes on my website about this. So today we're going to practice sun salutations in the 4 directions, in each direction. So reflect on these teachings and see how they relate to you in your life right now, and begin to form an intention of what it is that you would like to receive in your life and how this class could most benefit you. What it is that you would like to create, sustain, release, or rebirth in your life. And then once you've formed your intention, we're going to do Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, so I'm going to come onto all 4s, spread my fingers nice and wide, tuck your toes under. This pose places weight in your arms and your shoulders, so it's great for building upper body strength and preserving bone density, which is really great for women as we age and you become more at risk for osteoporosis. Spread your fingers nice and wide. We have a whole class for osteoporosis in our menopause series on our membership site. Okay, you're going to tuck your toes under. Inhale, you're going to exhale, reach back and reach your hips up towards the ceiling. So this is the extent of my Adho Mukha Svanasana right now, as my frozen shoulder is thawing. And then you can slowly come down, or actually you can make your way up to the standing and figure out which way in your house is facing east. We're actually going to move to the rose garden, which is actually set up in the 4 directions, and we're going to do the sun salutations in the rose garden because it's so beautifully set up in the 4 directions. Okay, so as you face the east, you can give gratitude for light, for the sun, for light and inspiration in your life, for awakenings, for new beginnings. Okay, so you're going to inhale, you're going to reach up. And you're going to exhale, you're going to bend your knees and fold all the way forward. We're going to go nice and slow, step by step. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, step your left foot back. You'll have the option to lower your knees. Inhale, lower straight down. And lift your chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your right foot in. Exhale, walk your left foot in. Fold forward, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart in gratitude for light, inspiration, the sun, new beginnings, birth. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, reach up, lift your heart up to the heavens. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Option to bend your knees, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your left foot in. Exhale, walk your right foot in. And then inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Okay, so now we're going to turn and face to the north. When you face the north, you're going to give gratitude for strong convictions in your life, for stability, and for the grace of God to pull you in the right direction in your life. So inhale, reach up. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, walk your right foot back. Exhale, walk your left foot back. Inhale, lower down. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your right foot in. Exhale, walk your left foot in. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, giving thanks for stability, for strength and convictions. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward through your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, reach your left foot back. Exhale, reach your right foot back. Inhale, lower down. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left foot in. Exhale, reach your right foot in. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, give thanks as you bring your hands to your heart center. And then we'll go to the west. Okay, as we face the west, we give thanks for the setting sun, for everything that brings us rest and replenishment in our lives. So we'll do another round of sun salutations here, facing the west. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees and hinge forward. Inhale, reach your right foot back. Exhale, reach your left foot back, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot in. Exhale, left foot in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give thanks for rest and replenishment, for endings, for the end of days. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Inhale, reach your left foot back. Exhale, reach your right foot back. Lower down. Inhale, lift your heart up. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left foot in. Exhale, reach your right foot in. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and give thanks for endings and resting the setting sun. Okay, so we will go to the south, the final part of our medicine wheel now. So here we are, the final spoke of our medicine wheel facing south. And south is about final endings, about death, the archetype of death. And so here we celebrate endings that make space for new beginnings in your life. Okay? And we give thanks for those. Yesterday in my yoga class, my teacher offered the teachings, may I welcome difficulty in my life. And there's something really liberating about that because it allows you to open space in your life for fighting against all the difficulty and to stop bracing against it. So same for this, when we welcome the endings, we make space for new beginnings. Okay, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot in. Exhale, left foot in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and give thanks for endings. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, elbow straight back, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot in. Exhale, right foot in. Inhale, reach up. And exhale for your final prayer of gratitude to your heart center. So just pause and take a moment and reflect on the gratitude of doing the sun salutations to all four directions. Notice what that was like for you, how it was to offer the sun salutations in all four directions, linking gratitude and spirituality with the prayer of the sun salutations. And then we're going to come to a seated twist. Okay, you're going to come to a seated position with your legs straight out in front of you. Once you're seated, you're going to bend your left leg in, cross it over your right leg. You can keep your right leg straight, or you can, depending on the flexibility of your hips, bend your right leg in towards you and lengthen up through your spine. If you can't keep your left foot and your right hip on the ground, then lengthen your right leg out again. Lengthen up through your spine, wrap your right arm around your left leg and turn towards it. So this pose increases the flexibility of your spine and your hips. And sun salutations are known as a complete practice, but they don't include a twist. So if you do sun salutations, you need to include a twist after you're done. And then come back to the center, release your legs, take them straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, let it fall out of your mouth, and then bend your right leg in. Cross your right leg over your left leg, and you can leave your left leg straight, or if you can keep your right foot and your right hip on the ground, you can bend your left heel up to your right buttocks, lengthen up tall through your spine. As you reach down through your sit bones, wrap your left arm around your right leg and turn towards it. And if you need more space for your belly in the twist, you can always do the twist open as well. Okay, and then you can release this pose from your body, and you're going to go ahead and lie down for Shavasana or corpse pose. Okay, I have a little pillow here for Shavasana. So lie down with your palms up beside you. You're going to stay here, and then I have a prayer for you to end today, since today's class is on gratitude and spirituality. So our reading today is the Prayer to the Four Directions by Chief Seattle. And if this resonates for you, great. And if not, you can just let it go. Great Spirit of Light, come to me out of the east, with power of the rising sun. Let there be light in my words. Let there be light on my path that I walk. Let me remember always that you give the gift of a new day. And never let me be burdened with sorrow by not starting over again. Great Spirit of Love, come to me with the power of the north. Make me courageous when the cold wind falls upon me. Give me strength and endurance for everything that is harsh, everything that hurts, everything that makes me squint. Let me move through life ready to take what comes from the north. Great life-giving Spirit, I face the west, the direction of sundown. Let me remember every day that the moment will come when my sun will go down. Never let me forget that I must fade into you. Give me a beautiful color. Give me a great sky for setting, so that when it is my time to meet you, I can come with glory. Great Spirit of creation, send me the warm and soothing winds from the south. Comfort me and caress me when I am tired and cold. Unfold me like the gentle breezes that unfold leaves on the trees. As you give to all the earth your warm, moving wind, give to me, so that I may grow close to you in warmth. Man did not create the web of life, but he is a strand in it. Whatever man does to the web, he does to himself. So take a moment with gratitude to reflect on your experience of today's class. Let it sink in. Allow yourself to integrate and receive it. Gradually allow your breath to deepen and begin to wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees. Roll to your right side. And slowly make your way up to seated. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 288 of Namaste Yoga. This class was incredibly special to me. I was getting really choked up at the end. I don't know if you noticed, but I still am. It took me forever to make this class because I just knew it was going to be a really special class to me. I hope it was special to you too. Let me know in the comments. If you like this class, let me know. Like the class, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel so that I can give you more great classes. This is part 1. There's a part 2 next week, another one on gratitude and spirituality. As I said, I had lots of helpers for this class, so I have another beautiful helper for next week's class. My friend Indy, who shared a beautiful story with me that I'm going to share with you next week on gratitude and spirituality. So I'm excited to share that class with you as well. So subscribe to my channel if you would like to make sure you get that in your feed on YouTube as well. And if you're on iTunes, you can just subscribe there as well and leave your 5-star review there as well. And leave your comments below. Let me know what you're feeling most grateful for at the end of this class, because we had the 4 directions and so many prompts for gratitude. I'd love to know what you're feeling grateful for. You can show your appreciation of this class by leaving a donation, which will be here. And also, besides leaving a donation, you can leave your comments. That helps us a lot too. Thank you, Cindy, who we played her speak pipe at the beginning of the class. Thank you for your donation this past week. We appreciate that very much. And if you're looking for more help with your sun salutations, then we have our resident expert on sun salutations in our membership community, Lisa Kerr. I always have to rethink that because I actually have 2 Lisa Kerrs in my life. They're both my friends too, which is just weird. And they both live in Ontario where I used to live. Anyway, Lisa Kerr is a graduate of our Mentor with Melissa program. And when I lived in Ontario, we filmed Surya Namaskar from the Ashtanga series, A and B, and she gave really great directions on how to do that, and that's in our membership site. So if you'd like that, then that's in our membership community. I'll link to that below. We'd love to have you as a member of our community. So I'm sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our ocean. May you be as strong as our mountains. And may you be as rooted as the trees in our forest. Om Shanti. Namaste.
Melissa would love to hear your questions and thoughts. Please leave your comments below the video. Thank you for your reviews on iTunes and YouTube. Your reviews help us to share yoga and a yoga lifestyle with others around the world. If you have a question for Melissa, you can leave a voice message at melissawest.com, and Melissa may answer it in an upcoming blog.